Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope y'all are doing great. Alright, let's take a look at this. Hello. How are you? I'm super excited because I am going to be streaming Penelope Pendrick. Alrighty. Well, I wanted to take a minute. I was just getting some things fixed. Still having issues with my commands. So we will have to think about that. And see if we can figure out the solution. Oh no. Even though I had it like turned down incredibly lower. It was louder than me. Okay, alrighty, let's see here. Let's get this show going. Let's get this show on the road. Unfortunately my commands are still not working well tonight. So we will just have to keep that under consideration. And figure that out later. So that's fine. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I have a new background! Okay, so let's start with this. So I'm sad because it's a little bit glaring, but these are, it's a balloon picture. And then I've got a lighthouse here, and then I just crafted this little bow with some ribbon that I had, and I just hot glued that. I ended up doing a little banner that says Ducky. I actually did, what I did was, and I could talk about this more later, but basically all that I did was, I outlined the letters, and of course I'm not really a painter, so it's a little bit like crazy, some of the letters in there, but I did that, and then I actually took paint, like those paint swatch things, those that you can get when you're like at the store, to get paint, and they've got like those little, I know that there's a name for it, but anyways, you can get those, and I got a little star cut out, and it's hard to see right now. Maybe I'll just like see if I can show you a little bit better. Ooh. Okay, turns out I can't go that far, but like this is a little star that I made, and I glued them on, and then there's also glitter. These are crocheted stars that I made. And then I'll show you the board here real quick. So I just kind of like took some of like my favorite things, and I just put it on. Like I got cotton candy. I got these roller skates that I added some like ribbon to look like the laces. And I've got like one of my favorite movies, Howl's Moving Castle, a little thing there. I've got a disco ball. I've got my favorite quote from Peter Pan, got some coffee, got a Ferris wheel, got a cupcake, I got a snazzy looking duck, and yeah, I got pizza queen. So yeah, so I just have, I made this little crafted bow out of some yarn, and yeah, so Super cute, super cute. So yeah, there we go. I think it's just my new Nightbot is I still have to get used to it a little bit, so I might have to change some settings on that. Uh I'm sure you probably didn't do anything wild. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, so I got to show you my new background. So I am super happy about it. It took some time, but it was totally worth it. And yeah, so I'm super happy with it. It feels so cozy. I feel so cozy. And I've got my water. I think we should be ready to go. I've got my notebook here for notes, and I really, 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 really just want to just finish this game. So hopefully we can just like, let's finish the game, guys, because that's what we really need right now. So let me just get us set up. Oh my gosh. That's what we really need to do. Feels like a bajillion years. Bajillion, bajillion, bajillion years. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, and let me know if it's not showing up for you. It should show up for y'all. There we go. Hey. And look at that. Would you look at that? Looks great. Looks great. Let me see if I can just kind of like center this in. Oh, oops. Visuals are being weird. Okay, let's load the game. I don't care. Let's just go for it. Okay, so let's see if I can remember where we left off last time. So we did like a bunch of stuff and we cleared our task list, which was amazing. Now we just need to find Hendrik Vandenberg's shelter. We got to clean this. We don't know exactly what it's for yet. And now we need to just figure out stuff. Do I have some good notes? Let's take a look here. Okay, we got Stacy did the fabrication of the ransom. Stacy Lee's real name is Melanie DeSoto. Let's say. Right. Okay, Hendrik, okay. Right. Let's read this little poem again, because I feel like this poem has just been bugging me, and I feel like it has something to do with it, and I'm not quite sure how to get to it. Dear Lord, how hard is it to click and turn around to figure it out? I feel like if the shelter entrance was in this room, I feel like that would be way too on the nose.
Weird.
Yeah, weird. But yet we have these like eyes, and I don't know. I feel like that's just. I feel like the eyes are a little like on the nose. I feel like it's of all the rooms that we could be in. So that's kind of like just too on the nose. Here we go. Okay. Fortification. Wow. Weathered by time, stands tall as an icy current winds into the distance. Winds into the distance and the sunlight bounces back towards the sky. Let's take a look at our little thing here. We've got these like stairs, and Is there like something hiding by the stairs? Kind of makes you wonder. Let's see. Well, maybe we should try talking to someone. I think we talked to the chief at the end of our last stream. So we should see if we can talk to somebody else. No, you're no help. Let's go to Evelyn Burke. Probably not Evelyn Burke. We'll go take a look. Heavens to Betsy, I can never get this right.
Evelyn is here.
Yeah, well, it'd be great to talk to Evelyn if you'd let me just... There is something going wonky tonight with how I'm clicking things. Maybe it's like I've never clicked in my life. Oh my gosh, it's like really wonky.
Gerald Cook and the woman were both searching for your Uncle Hendrick's shelter. But I think you know that already.
Whoa, that's way too bright for me.
Afraid they found it.
I know you feel some sacred obligation to keep the shelter a secret, but this is now beyond you and beyond your family.
I don't know
Did
why
the victims
navigation
come
was
too
weird for me
close?
tonight, because usually
How
it's
far
fine.
did you go
I think
to
my
keep this
screen
place
is
hidden?
a little wonky.
I did
I
nothing.
had to switch the screens.
These people...
Enjoy your
seeds
lurk, Danny.
planted in their minds that their mundane, innocuous little town is built upon some unseen work of architectural and engineering magnificence. They think they can become the hero of their own stories. Real-life treasure hunters or adventurers searching to expose a work of art to the world. But maybe it doesn't end like the movies. Maybe it's not something that'll let itself be found.
Are they trapped there? What are you saying? Evelyn, you are
Oh.
the only person who knows
Yeah,
where to look.
good luck.
You need to take me there.
Don't you get it? They're dead, Penelope. They're dead. Uncle Hendrick's mind was fractured by what he lived through.
Yep.
For every brick he placed to protect our family, he placed another to destroy anyone who came to harm us. He didn't build a shelter. He built a tomb.
Okay, then take me there. I won't believe anything until I see them with my own eyes. If you leave it at this,
Really?
the culpability of their deaths
That's
is on your
hilarious.
shoulders.
I refuse to lead you to your death as well.
It isn't hard,
So
is it?
far, I've done exactly what you asked. I haven't whispered a word of this to the police. But I'd say it certainly doesn't look good when you claim that people have died of their own poor decisions
This
while searching
chick
for something
making me
you
play
desperately want to
games.
keep hidden. Not to mention that Terrence, a child, was likely abducted from your property.
This chick better start talking.
Abducted?
His blood is still on a rock not far from your backyard.
Oh, heavens.
I didn't. I'd never.
Then stop
All right,
playing
then
riddles.
prove it.
Yes.
And if you need a little more convincing, if you don't take me to the shelter, I'll have to tell the cops everything. You and your uncle's secret will be a secret no more.
No, you can't do this.
If it'll save lives, I'll do anything.
No, I'd never hurt anyone on purpose. He was the one who wanted to go in there. I told him not to, but he did it anyway, and I didn't stop him. I couldn't.
Who? Terrence went in there?
I see his ghost every night. I watch it happen again and again, and it's my fault. I know it's my fault.
Evelyn, you need to tell me what happened. I take back everything I said. I won't say a single word or name a single name.
What
Please,
in
just
heaven's name is
talk
going
to me.
on?
What have I done?
Girl, get up off
Evelyn?
the floor. Whoa, wait. Heavens. Dang. Do I need to call the cops? Wait, can I go back inside? Dude!
I know it's early, but I could really go for some
You
sleep.
can't blame me
I'll get back to work
left
tomorrow.
a lady who just collapsed on the ground. Well, not collapsed, but she very dramatically laid herself on the ground. And we just walked out? Like, wait, we should talk to him. We can't just leave her there. Heavens. Three. No, you've got to be kidding me. I need to talk.
I'm going to make this quick. Don't arrest Colin. The ransom was fake, and I think I know where the victims are.
Whoa, slow down. Okay, ransom fake. Good. We'll drop everything on that. You know where they are?
This is going to sound crazy, but somewhere in Carlisle is a hidden structure that I know at least 2 of them were looking for. Oh, they're in there. I just know it. If I can find it, I can find them.
I don't follow in the slightest. But I won't waste your time with questions. Get back out there and do what you do.
Do what you do. Do what you do. That was so unhelpful. Thanks. That was so great. And really, from both of those conversations, nothing has changed. Nothing has given me a slightest inkling of what's next, besides the fact that we know that it's probably in this building.
That's not done yet.
Like, Evelyn, who would be the best person to talk to, she's a shriveled mess on the ground. So, I don't know. Can't talk to her anymore. Really? Okay, and isn't it strange that we have that trigger where she's like saying that she's tired, we need to go to bed, and yet at the same time it's like in the morning and what? Heavens to Betsy. No, I'm gonna... No. Why is it doing that to you? Okay. I'll be fixing my mods. I promise. 'Cause you didn't do anything wrong. And I don't know, like, why it's deleting so much. This is just not right. Apparently, like, if you even put anything in caps or anything, exclamation point, I don't know why it's doing that, because that's just not right. Sorry, guys. Stop spamming cap. I just don't get that. Sorry, guys. Is this where she said go to bed, but it's like literally 10 a.m. So I don't even understand that. And then when we went and talked to the guy, talked to the police, like, now all of a sudden we can go anywhere. I really want to figure out what's going on with Evelyn, but I also really want to figure out where this thing is. And the best that I've got going for me, so I've got this. I'm not quite sure what this is to. Vandenberg. Maybe I should talk to Colin and see. I guess she can be. Oh, I went to his apartment. But usually that's just for, usually it's you, like, actually have to go to bed. He's not here, so... Well, he's no help either. These characters are falling apart. I'm just randomly clicking. What a night! Nothing is working, guys. Nothing is working tonight. And neither is my brain, apparently. Yeah. Goes to sleep at 6. Still tired. Still tired. Still tired. Okay, so we've kind of went everywhere. Maybe I should go to sleep. Maybe it is an actual trigger. I wouldn't know what time she wants me to do, but I will set an alarm to do like the next day at 9:30 a.m. That's reasonable, right? Be nice if something happened in the middle of the night. But no, nothing happened either. Hello, it's Lucretia. Okay. Okay. We still have this and nothing else to go off of. Hi, Kelsey. I'm doing great.
Hold on. What's this?
Okay, finally. Okay, so we really just legitimately needed to trigger something. We're doing good. I've got a new backdrop that I've been working hard on. I've got my ducky banner. I've got my little, I don't know, scrapbook type board. That's fun. So, let's go talk to Mitchell because apparently he has some hot goss that he needs to tell me.
You got the memo. Good. I've really been thinking since the last time we talked.
How are you guys doing this
I know
evening?
I was quick to shut everything about Evelyn down when you first brought her up. But that's because I didn't want to have to think about her. Or maybe I still felt some deep-seated obligation to protect her, I don't know. But anyways, there's something about her you need to know.
I'm so sorry, Kelsey.
16 years ago, Evelyn killed her brother, Scott.
I'm sorry. What? That's an extreme accusation. And how would you know? Wouldn't you have been broken up by then?
Turns out she never told her husband at the time about the family shelter. Yes, I know about all that. Have since the 90s. So, when Evelyn accidentally kills her brother while they're in there, she
I'm
runs
really
crying
sorry,
to me
Kelsey.
because I'm the only one who
I'm sure
knows
that's
about the
really,
place.
really tough.
Besides her parents. And she certainly wasn't going to be confiding in them.
Why do you say accidentally like that? You think she would kill her own brother on purpose?
It's only speculation, but there have been warning signs. When we were together, she'd constantly bring up how unfair it was that Scott was going to be the one to inherit the house. She was kind of obsessed with it, saying how she was the one who deserved it because of XYZ. She had motive.
But that doesn't make any sense. If Evelyn murdered someone, why would she immediately tell you about it?
Maybe a psychological thing? She posed it as a freak accident, but she was pretty upset, so she didn't have much filter. She let it slip that she changed her mind about something, but it was too late. But either way, she was absolutely devastated by what she had done, and I know that was genuine. Her regret. But regret couldn't bring Scott back.
No, I understand, Kelsey. I really do. I'm really sorry, and I hope that tonight's stream could just help get your mind off of things and you can enjoy yourself. Although Mitchell isn't doing a very good job. He's talking about some pretty intense topics as well.
Okay then. How exactly did it happen?
According to her, Scott was in town for a visit on the way to a work trip, and they went down to explore the tunnels for old time's sake. Yeah, what a weird family. She didn't go into any more detail than that, but that place is a carefully crafted death trap. One push in the wrong direction could easily end someone's life.
Yeah.
Did you alert the police at the time?
I had no proof, no body. How could I? It's not like I or anyone else could get back in there without Evelyn and all her different types of keys. Evelyn suddenly became petrified at the idea of anyone finding the shelter. Before that, she never really cared much about the secrecy of it all, except out of respect for her parents. So I figure there must be some kind of evidence of what she did down there.
When was the last time you talked to her?
Do we have to get these two back together
Maybe
to
a couple
get her
weeks
to
after she
pull
told
herself
me.
together?
She came around a couple more times to cry on my shoulder, but call me a monster. I reminded her that we were broken up and I needed my space. That was the last time.
Made some boundaries. If she's not gonna stay with you, then there's really, it's like, yeah, don't treat me like a boyfriend only when you feel like you're in a crisis, because that's not good.
Was there ever an investigation at the time? I mean, if Scott just suddenly disappeared, wouldn't there be friends and family concerned?
Scott was only visiting. I'm sure there were all sorts of searches going on wherever he was living at the time, but nothing here in Carlisle.
If this is true, do you think Gerald could have found out her secret?
That's what I was getting to. I know Gerald was searching for something big before he disappeared. Didn't take long to figure out what he was looking for. I played dumb, of course, because I didn't want to get involved with any of that mess. I never guessed he was actually anywhere close to finding it. Then you come along mentioning Evelyn's name, and I put 2 and 2 together.
Wow. Well, this would fill in a few missing puzzle pieces. Last time I spoke to her, she implied that Gerald and the others had found the shelter and would be guaranteed to be dead by now. She refused to go down herself to look, and also refused to take me there.
Bingo. I figure you'll be needing this. I'd tell you where the entrance is, but I think you already know where to look.
I do.
Oh, and there's one more thing you should probably know. Her brother isn't the only one who suffered in that place. I'd still have 2 arms if it weren't for her.
What? I thought you said what happened was a firefighting accident.
It's easier to say that than I lost it at the hands of my ex-fiancée when we were in her crazy uncle's booby-trapped bomb shelter.
Okay. Maybe that is a bit convoluted. Wow, though.
I just thought
Pretty horrible.
the absolute
I wouldn't
worst
be too
of her.
upset if she was brought to justice. I believe in you.
Like, he
Thanks,
lost an
Mitchell.
arm because he was with her,
And
but
Gerald will be back
we
to
don't
his
know if it
bookstore
was
in no
technically
time.
her fault,
Let's
besides
hope.
that they were in this horrible
Penelope?
place with...
Don't lose your head down there, okay? And that's not a metaphor.
Yikes. I'll try my best.
So, if we're talking about whether or not a mystery game has more suspects, the better. So, this is my honest opinion on it. We have to look at it as more than just like a personal, like, oh, I would really love a lot of characters. Well, when you have more suspects, the problem that comes along with that is that it's harder to get to know each an individual character, and the longer the game is, because if you've got like more than 5 characters, what you're looking at is that you are going to have harder triggers in the game, so you have to talk to like 15 different people. You're going to get tired of all the conversations that you keep having over with, oh, I have to talk to like all these people before I can get to this next point in the game because I have to know all their opinions and all their facts. It's a little harder to get to know them, and you also have to figure out how they're interrelated into the story. When you have any story, you have to make sure that every single piece actually matters to the story. And so you have to think about, like, if you've just got this rando character that doesn't have anything to do with the plot at all, then you're wasting time a little bit. In some way, each and every character has to support your mystery or your game in the ultimate run. So if you have like suspects, they give you information. They're the people that you're investigating. Other side characters have to be implementing something into the mystery itself to help you solve it, such as our Sergeant Russell that we have to talk to. He's there to help us push along through the game and solve the case. We've got other characters, phone characters that give us information about things that we don't know that they are totally involved in. When you have things that just don't make sense, it's a waste of time, it's confusing, and it also is just too much for a game. Like, I mean, we already have some of the Nancy Drew games that are harder for people to play on their computers because they're so big, because they're so complicated. And so, I mean, if you're lucky like me, I've got like a gaming computer, I can support those types of games. But anyways, like, That's one thing. And the other thing is that each and every individual character that you have as a suspect has to also have a different motive. You have to be able to be like, which suspect is it? But if you're walking through and there's like a suspect that has absolutely zero motive to the mystery whatsoever, you're probably gonna be like, yeah, this character doesn't make any sense in this game. It's not even a suspect. Don't even care about that person anymore. You want the suspects to have good enough motive. And if everyone has the same exact motive, that's kind of like a really challenging game. I don't know, but what you guys think about that? So, you think the more characters, the better? Some of the games like Ransom of the Seven Ships and Ghost on the Lake could benefit from more suspects. Absolutely. I think if you go too low, then there's definitely not enough. But I do also think that there's probably like just like if there's too many characters, it clogs the game. But it also depends on like what type of game it is. Like if we're talking Nancy Drew, I don't think the more is better. But maybe there are some other games that have like more characters that it actually works with the way that the game functions. But for Nancy Drew games, I don't think it is. So, have you heard of a show called Midsummer Murders? I have heard of it. I actually know some people in my family who really like it. I have not watched them any of it, so I don't know much about it, but I have heard of it. Okay, so we've got these look like bricks. So let's go to the apartments. I feel like if we're gonna talk about Ransom of the Seven Ships, this is my honest to goodness, like, I feel like it would have already been like 100 times better if there were just more characters. I think that was what was the biggest issue with that game. I thought bricks, but maybe it's the eyes. It's the eyes. For some reason, my little cursor is being real strange. So, usually feel like it's good to have a lot of suspects in that show because there's 2-3 murders usually. So the more suspects, the better. Yes, and a show is completely different than the game. If you're talking a show or a movie, like, that completely changes how you're gonna look at it. So I would say in a game it's different because you are trying to solve it. More in a show, you're watching somebody else solve it, so you're not having as much mental investment into things or even emotional investment into things as someone who's actually playing the actual main character in a game. I'm playing the main character, and I want to have enough agency and enough knowledge to be able to like feel like I'm like trying to solve the mystery. I don't want to get to the end and feel like the only reason that I played was so that they could show me a story that I just watch on TV. I'd like to find a game that I can actually try to solve it. So okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at this puzzle. So we've got like lines, okay, that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay, I feel like I got that. So this is 0.5. This is 1. 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. This is my guess. It's hard to see that. Face towards the direction of the setting sun. I'm not sure if I am, but we're gonna keep moving forward. There is another paper here. I don't think that's it. Okay, I really don't like that we can't flip through all of the... Oh, okay. That was a different puzzle. I don't know that puzzle yet. That doesn't apply. I don't know about that. We already did that puzzle. And then again, we don't know about that. So, face towards the direction of the setting sun. Right. So if we are watching the setting sun, we basically need to figure out which of the points it's facing in order to get it. And where's the setting sun? That's a lot. Just saying. And we have up to H. I really want to think that so we want to do tragedy. Maybe. Okay, so like if I write down tragedy. I don't know. This just doesn't seem right. I like Danger by Design, but the culprit was too obvious to me, and I also wonder if the other characters outside the culprit were too compelling. That's possible. I I feel like the other characters were really good, and I feel like they could have had a better culprit. I think it had less to do with how well they did the other ones and more just how they did the culprit and the ending. I do think that Danger by Design just like it kind of had a flop ending. Most of the culprits in an history game is quite obvious to me, but that might be because I played too many of such games. That's a good point. I don't know. I like to give them I like to give them like a little bit of cushion whenever I feel like I know a suspect because I still like to be surprised, so I don't like to be like, "Oh yeah, that's totally it. I can't be wrong." I do like to give it some cushion. I like to think about it and analyze it. And let the mystery almost come to me even though I am like still thinking to myself, who's the culprit? Okay, let's see. I have known many a tragedy, so we know that word. We have this cipher, and it's like. Okay, so basically, each letter is its actual number. So. Okay, so T. R would be 18. A would be 1. G would be 7. E would be 5. D is 4. Y is let's think. Let's go from T is 20. V W X Y would be 25. So we've got 20, 18, 1, 7, 5, 4, 2. No, 25. Okay, well, I don't know if that really has to do with this puzzle, but at least we know kind of what that is. Oh, thank you, Danny. Always wondered with Waverly Academy if we could have played as Nancy and Ned. Nancy at the girls' school, Ned at the boys' school down the road, and maybe had some more suspects at the boys' school. Um, well, I think it's a really cool idea. I feel like then we're gonna have uh the game itself would be more complicated to make for sure. Um, and on top of that, yeah, there would have to be some story change. There'd have to be a lot of story change in order for it to work because we've got just Rita Hollowell. Um, I don't. You'd have to find some sort of connection to how the boys' school has a part in it. And I would almost, if you had a combination between that, then I honestly would think it should be a girl boy culprit situation, although that could make it more obvious. I feel like that would be challenging. Most of the time when I figure out the culprit, it's due to me being obsessed with mystery games, so I'm kind of good at it. For the Nancy Drew games, it may not be a good thing most of the time. I think it's just totally up to you. I like Murder She Wrote. Murder She Wrote is amazing. Okay, so let's take a look here. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so you want to take 26 minus 20 equals 6. Then you take 6 minus 18. It doesn't seem right. Huh. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay. The next thing would be 17 minus 1, which is 16. Then you would take 13 minus 7, which is okay. Which one? 13, 21. Okay. Feel like this is not quite but we're gonna try. We are going to try. Okay, so counting. All right. Fun. Fun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I did it again. Sorry, guys. Thing does not want to stay. Okay. Okay, so what if I just did... Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, alright, so let's see. I hate how quiet it gets when... And we don't necessarily know. Do I need to get this first? Huh. Let me try one more thing. I basically included my net idea in Waverly Academy because I kind of feel like best stores don't get in the field enough, or in a way I like the only times it says is Ashes and Crystal Skull. And is that because they're like in the game? Going back and forth with Ned at the boys' school makes more sense to me. I guess so. I guess that could help. Kind of does kind of have like the Ash and Crystal vibes, I guess. They're just phone contacts. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How many of you have finished the whole game? And what are your, if you sum up your opinions of this game into one word, what would you think? Amazing. You like, yeah, playing as Bess in Skull. Okay. It's kind of a complaint, but might be a spoiler. Only if it's like I'm really am close to the end. We haven't used this yet.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Okay. Setting sun. Sunsets in the west. Okay. Okay. Now what? What does this do? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. No. Do any of these, let's see. No. Those are the eyes. 8.5. Okay, wait. This might be it. This might be it. This might be it. Okay, C. And then we're gonna go 8. Oh my gosh. So 1, 2, 3. Wait. So if this is 1. Okay. This is 0.5 all the way across. This is 1 all the way across. This is 1.5 all the way across. I think that's the goal. And the C is this right here. So let's do 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. Oh, thank God we get to do something interesting. Yay. It's dark. Yeah. Ooh. Ew. I don't believe in saving. I'll save it. Where's the risk? Where's the risk? Where's the risk? If we're saving all the time. Okay. Close. Yikes.
No way I could jump that.
Well, come on. Like, where's the fun? So either we need to have something that reaches across that we can walk on, or we have something that can just reach that paper.
No way I could jump that.
Right, but what do you do? What are you going to do? Walk
That
across
doesn't work.
the tape measure? What are you gonna do? So we need to find something that can help us walk across. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. It's okay, guys. It's okay. No, get back. Get back. Okay. All right. All right. I think we finally got something. Right, and here's the thing, Kelsey, about not knowing much about Penelope. The thing is that for Nancy it was quite easy. They had the background. They had the background for Nancy because it was a whole story. It like they had a bunch of series on it. Where's my where is it? How do I open it? Do I have to click on that same? Wait, I gotta open it again. Give me a break. Why is it that my... Okay. Let's just click on it again. Okay. 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. If it's gonna be picky about which board I choose, I'm done. Cause I just need to get
One isn't sturdy enough. I need
You
to find a second.
are kidding me, Penelope. One isn't sturdy enough. Okay. Okay, gotta get 2. We gotta get number 2. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why does it hate me? What? Well, it's right there. Heavens, let's see. Do I have to go up in that other room or whatever? Fine, 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 fine. Oh. Wrong room. Sorry. Do not disturb. Ah. I am struggling with the mechanics for some reason. Here we go. Okay, if 2 isn't enough, I quit here and now. Come on. Oh, oops. Now I gotta click on the eye again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's basically that's. Though, I mean, hopefully. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We made it across.
Colin's missing painting.
Yes, we've been here. We've. Give me you. Okay, so now we figure this out. Whoops, wrong thing. Okay. Okay, so there's magnets make or break the connection. You're not If this is a whole stupid tunnels like Curse of Blackmore Manor, really? I'm gonna be mad. I am. I don't need this. Why is this giving me... Arrgh! No! 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 Can I see through there? Okay, this is where I came from. Is that a plant? Is that the Earth? Is this the Earth? Right here? And what does that have to do with anything? Okay. Magnets. Magnets, magnets, magnets. 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 Do something. Okay, now what? We found it, right? Okay. Yes.
That's not done yet.
Okay, so let's go to the location. Oh, oops. Let's go to the Cliffs of Insanity, because this is something I've been dying to do since we knew that there were cliffs. So let's go do that until I can think about what the heck these magnet things, whatever, with these doors is. The intro was a little long. But you can click through it. Wait. Do you think it's wrong to give backstory right at the beginning, because a show called Teen Titans didn't really give information how they met until the last season? Oh, I think there's mystery to it. I think when you have a little bit of mystery, when you are writing something and it is character focused, but you don't know all of the answers right away, or even some of the backstory, sometimes backstories at the beginning can kind of bore people. It depends on what you're doing, so just hear me out. Like, some backstory you have to know, but if we're talking backstory and you really are hiding something about the backstory that pertains to either a character arc or the plot, then you should definitely hide it till it gets to a better time. If you have a show and you're like getting to know these characters, you're bonding with them, they're becoming almost like really, they're just becoming super important to you. Eventually, like if you hold off on the backstory, it just makes that moment a little bit sweeter to you, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best. Like, this is how they met. That's so cool. I've always been wondering that. Like, it makes that more interesting as you've enjoyed the character more, versus like right at the very beginning, you like just know everything and it's just kind of like, oh, okay. It doesn't matter to you. Why? Because you're not connected to those characters yet, so you don't care how they met. Now, in some cases, it's fine for you to have it where you get them met the first time. I mean, like, I just think that you can still get to know a characters and still enjoy a story without having every single tidbit of the backstory. In some cases, having a backstory may actually clog the story itself. I didn't think we were going to be talking about this. Sprinkling is a great method of having people who are, whether you're like you're writing a book, so you're a reader or a watcher, sprinkling throughout can actually like feed you into being like, oh, I got a little bit more, oh, I got a little bit more, oh, I got a little bit more, and you're trying to almost put it together like a puzzle yourself. So if you want to think about it like that, then yes, those are some thoughts that I have on it. Yes, it's like when you finally get to go and see it for the first time, it's like more sweet. Okay, so I came at the right time. We're good. Yes. When you finally get to see Nancy's hometown or Silent Spy, it does make it a little bit more sweeter. You've gotten to know them, and it's more important to you. So literally the only reason why I couldn't come and look here, even though I knew something was here the whole time, was because I had to see it in the painting. I really don't like that.
A magnet.
A magnet. What? What do you know? Moon. A moon. Is that all we get to know about it? It's the moon. I mean, yes. Like, Silent Spy had its... Yes, it wasn't like everything about Silent Spy was perfect, but that kind of still goes with that sense of like, you were still super excited about the game, were you not? Like, it was like, now you just desperately have to find out what happened because you are so connected with Nancy's character like there's intrigue there. Yes, the game could have been better. And guess what? You can't make everybody happy. No one's gonna be like always 100% happy about everything. If we have things like that, then something's weird going on. And you had a perfect, beautiful masterpiece. But yeah, so like it still doesn't change the fact that you've connected with that character and now you are more intrigued about it than before. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, we got a magnet. The liar revealed trope. Basically, it's just that somebody's been lying the whole time, and then it's finally revealed.
That doesn't work.
Booby trap. Whoa! That was fun. Was it not? Okay. Should I just go? Oh, we want the half moon, right? That's what we want. The half moon. Again, very We'll save it because the music's really intense all of a sudden. Very inspired here. We've got the rooms in a circle, and then we've got this moon phase trick, and okay, so what do I do here? Do I throw something? Can I throw something?
That doesn't work.
Oh, it's just fine. Okay, cool. Oh! Did I just get caved in?
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, me either.
I'm guessing this is Dutch? I may need a little help with this one.
Turquoise. Bronzen, rose, lime. So turquoise. Okay. Lavender. Bronze, so maybe like brown. Rose, lime.
I need something for this.
I need something for this. What do you mean you need something for this? I feel like this is plenty of information.
I need something for this.
What could you possibly need? I don't have a dictionary. Do I have to? Oh gosh. I have to go back to the... I really loathe games. Okay, here's my hot take. Like, I don't know if it's a hot take. It's like, I'm sure other people are gonna agree. But I really hate games where they make you go through this whole long process of like finding something. Like, you find this secret passageway, okay? You go down the secret passageway and you have to go back and forth 50 times because you discover something new. And once you discover it, then it's like, oh, now I need something else. Now I need something else. Now I need something else to solve this. And I am just so annoyed with that. I would rather just like, even if I don't know what its purpose is, like have the capability of having everything that I possibly need and then finding this secret passageway and then being able to go through the passageway easily and solve the case. Because at this point it's like I just want to finish the game and it feels like you're just making me use more hours and more time to go back and forth, and it's kind of frustrating. Okay, let's take a look here. We did this. we've looked at this, but I just thought I would. We gotta find, yeah, but even then, there were things that Nancy would have to go back and forth on things because she discovered something new that's important, right? And I can understand maybe just like not wanting to like have you have every single thing and make you think, but I really hate it when it just comes down to something super simple like the boards. That would have been helpful. Yes, we don't expect the actual people to be just carrying around boards everywhere, but we've already come to be at a point in expectation with Nancy Drew and stuff that we were going to be able to carry things around with us. Games don't always have to fit within reality, they bend reality. And we've come to know this, and the bending of reality is not just a Nancy Drew revelation. There's lots of other games that bend reality for the sake of the game. Anyways, that was my little spiel about going back into the fourth of tunnels. That's it. Yeah, I can understand that, absolutely. I just hate going back and forth. That's what I'm annoyed at. If you're gonna have me go back and forth, cut some things, because I just hate leaving the tunnels and then having to go back in and find the same door again, click on the same eye again. It must be in the back. I might have to go in the back. But I thought it would be up here. Didn't we? Isn't there like a dictionary somewhere around here? Okay, maybe it's in the back. So let's go ahead and check there. Or maybe in his apartment? Wasteland! Come on! Gotta be something worth my time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are games where it's like you just don't know about things, and it's supposed to help you so that you can, maybe I should call someone. So that you can enjoy the game and find things. Like, there are some things that shouldn't be flat out explained to you and perfectly laid out for you in a game, because the point is that you're playing it and you're discovering it and finding the balance between knowing what should be available to you as the player versus not available to you and you have to dig for it is a fine line, I think. And it also depends on the person. Like, some people is just like, I just want the game to be like super easy and I just want to breeze through it. Maybe jump. And some people is just like, I want to spend as much time figuring it out. I want a challenge. So it just has to depend. I did this wrong. I'm gonna try this again. 9 5 5 5 0 6 6 8.
Hi, Branham. It's
I haven't
Penelope.
played that one.
I was wondering if you could translate something
I
for
haven't
me.
played that one.
Well, I may not be the best person to ask, but a search engine, however, knows a few languages.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I don't have a cell phone, actually.
Really? Well, you must be seen as a heretic among the Church of Millennials.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just not a fan of technology.
I admire your ability to put individuality over convenience. I'd personally never be able to give up being able to order a large hamburger with only a few clicks of a button. Anywho, what would you like translated?
Makes me hungry.
It's definitely Dutch, which I don't speak. So here's hoping my language studies will come in handy. Turquoise wateren onder in bordeauxrood hemel voorbij lavendelvelden. De bronze zon
Blue
werpt
water
roze
under
stralen
something.
over het limonbos.
Turquoise waters,
Waters
under a
under
burgundy sky
okay.
beyond lavender fields. The bronze sun casts pink rays over the lime grove.
Well, that sounds right. Thanks, Branham.
Of course. Happy explorations, Miss Pendrick.
Okay, so let's take a look at that one more time. Turquoise waters under a burgundy sky beyond lavender fields. The bronze sun casts pink rays over the lime grove. And I don't know if this is just we have to like know it's just the colors, like turquoise, burgundy, lavender, bronze, pink, lime. So I'm not quite sure. Do we like can we go back and have like, or do I need to get something else for it? Let's find out if we need to get something else for it. But I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that we don't need to go back again for something silly. Okay, alright. And it would have been nice if we could just call from the tunnels. That would have been nice too. But, you know, it's too easy. Okay.
I need something for this.
You need something for this.
That doesn't work.
Colors. Colors.
That doesn't work.
Magnet. I tried the magnet.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I wasn't sure. Do I have a paper that kind of gives me an idea? What is something that is colorful? What is something that is colorful? Something that is...
That's not done yet.
Something that has lime and rose and burgundy. Okay, so these doors aren't as scary as I thought. It wasn't that bad. I need to figure out something that's colorful. I mean, we could try and go to the art gallery and see if there's something. You know what? I know. Oh, hi! Put the kids down for bed, then I'll be back. Good luck with putting kids down. I think we need to go. I think I know where we need to go. And I'm hoping it's the right. I'm hoping it's the right thing that I'm thinking of. No, maybe I do need to
That doesn't
go
work.
to the art gallery. I just thought that maybe it would be helpful. Optical illusions. No. Wait, we can click on this? Is this a fun thing? Okay, translation is to take a tile and shift it in one direction. Rotation is to select a vertex on a tile and rotate it a certain number of degrees using that pivot point. Okay. Reflection is to mirror an image. A tile can be mirrored along any axis to produce its reflection. Glide reflections are simply a combination of reflection and translation. They moved and they are mirrored. I feel like it would be one of these. This one? Did I get it right? How do I know if I got it right? I wonder if that's right. Don't think there's a. I thought it would be in that box, so I think we're just gonna go. Let's try the art gallery, because I know that he has paint in here, and I've always been wondering when we would need the paint.
What is that? Is that gas?
They put you in the closet.
My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick.
Pick the lock. Break it. Hammer it. Key. Screws. What in heaven's name?
That didn't work. That didn't work.
Well, this puzzle is really not good. This is a bad puzzle. Just saying. Try again. Maybe I need... Can I use my lantern in there? I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. Okay. Okay.
What is that? Is that gas? My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick!
I don't get my lantern?
That didn't work. That didn't work.
Well, yeah.
That didn't work.
Is this really just a guess it? Because I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like this puzzle. Just saying. I don't know.
What is that? Is that gas? My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick! That didn't work.
Oh my gosh. This is silly.
That didn't work.
I don't know what to click on. I mean, I'm sure one of those things is the right thing. But I don't know. I have a feeling like when you get to go like up, that feels right, but I just don't know.
What is that? Is that gas? My key is gone. I need to find a way to pick this lock. Quick!
Okay, so I do feel like this is right. I don't know.
I can't leave it like this.
Yes, you can. Ignore it. Forget it. Oh my heavens. I don't see what actual paint on the things down there will actually do. Just saying. Oh, I'm not going through this again. That's just suicide. Okay, not going through that again. Okay. Ah, why did I click? Okay. Okay, we got the paint. Someone clobbered us. Congratulations! You got clobbered. You just got clobbered. Congratulations, you just got clobbered. Oh, great. Now I gotta figure out. Okay, so we need blue plus white to make turquoise. This is weird. This is no. Okay, so what? Green and yellow. No, green and black. No. Yellow and black? Okay, I'm gonna go with that. It's probably not right at all. Violet and white to make lavender. Red and white to make rose. Green and yellow to make lime. And bronzen. Is that brown? Wait. Burgundy. Okay, this. Wait, do this again. This
That doesn't
again.
work.
Okay, yellow and no, black. And then this is burgundy. What does burgundy look like? I don't know. This burgundy. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? No, I don't think that we did it right. Burgundy. I thought that would be burgundy, burgundy, burgundy. Maybe it's this. I feel like this is right. This is right. That is right. So is it something still blue and white? I get, yeah, I guess turquoise. Oh, yikes. Isn't burgundy darker than that? No, I don't think so. No. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, like, the name gets tossed, like, a lot of different names get tossed around. If you, like, typed in that, if you typed in burgundy onto, like, the webs, on, like a search engine, then I feel like you're gonna get, like, a ton of different looks, but I don't necessarily think it's darker than that. I have engineered multiple duplicates of the components, which will be represented solely to the trusted individuals. I don't know. So is it really just top? second to bottom. Last. Second. Second. I don't know. Let's just try it. I feel like that's too easy. Top. Okay, top. Okay, second to bottom. Okay, I get you. I get you. You want to be... Okay, I like that it's like at least a little bit challenging. Okay, so if we are thinking about this, then... Oh, that was easy. Sweet! I'm gonna save that too, because that was awesome. Don't we love a good accidental solving? Okay, let's keep playing the game. Very beautiful painting. Sweet. Okay, we've got some bricks. I just clicked something and I probably shouldn't have. Okay, let's get out of there. Oh! Okay, I shouldn't have clicked it. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So we're gonna try again. And we're supposed to not click that. We will click something else. Maybe the people. That felt a little bit safer. Is this it? Okay, alright, let's try it. No. Who is not safer? Try again. There's only so many things. There's a poem. I'm sure there is. How many options are there? There's only like a few options though. It won't let me click on anything else. Are there other bricks around that I can click on? Maybe I have to click on all of them in a succession. I don't have a poem. I'm sure maybe in the notes, but maybe that thing in our room. It's probably gonna do it again. Nope, I made it through. Okay. So again, we got some options here. Oh, I see. Is there one for just like ice? Let's try that. Nope, it was wrong. That was wrong. It's okay. There's not very many options, so I'm sure it'll be fine. We're just gonna power through this. Boom, boom. It's the castle. So we got the fortress, tower, whatever. It's the poem in the thing, isn't it? I thought it was that, but maybe it's icy waters. I couldn't remember exactly what the poem said. No, that was wrong. It's okay. I'll see if I can look in my notes again. For the poem. It's gotta be somewhere in here. Right? Oh my lord, I do not like scrolling through all of this just to find a poem that is on my wall from 50 years ago. It's been 84 years. I couldn't find it. So guess what? I'm gonna do it my way. Click until it works. How many are there in a row? So we've got this. We tried this. We tried that. I'm gonna try that. Okay, we were right. Okay, now I want to guess boat. Okay, not boat. Okay, we can do this. I'm sure there's not very many left, right? We got a tower. We got a tower. Then we move to the next thing. And hope the spikes don't get me. I'm doing process of elimination. I'm done. Like, I don't know what, like, I looked for a poem thing and it didn't work out for me. So I don't know where to look for the poem, and I'm not going back up and out just to look for it. I just really hope that the town thing is, nope, it's not the town. Not the boat, it's not the town. So we can do it. Process of elimination. Because I'm too lazy to do the work. I'm too lazy to do the work. And I really just wanna finish the game. Do I know who the culprit is? Let's see. Do I know who the culprit is? Let's think about the culprits. I don't know. Evelyn, isn't it? Evelyn is the shriveled mess. I feel like it might be Mitchell. I feel like it might be Mitchell. Or Alex. I feel like Alex, we I don't know. It could be Alex. Like, did I say Alex? I mean Stacy. I don't know why, for some reason, she doesn't look like a Stacy to me. She looks like an Alex. And so I think I just, like, for some reason, like, it took one moment for me to, like look at her and then just be like, that's Alex. And now, forever, like, my brain will always say, this is Alex, even though it's Stacy. It's Stacy. She can yell at me. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It isn't Speedy's, is it? That'd be funny. If it's Speedies, I'll be happy. Guys, I'm really hungry. But I really also want to get this game done. No. More puzzles. Yeah. What does this mean? Don't tell me that I need to go ask him again because it says...
That's not done yet.
Okay, let's look at our papers again. Okay, so TRADEGY. So maybe it's this puzzle right here. Right? Okay. Oh, okay. So we have U, T, S, H, M, E, and L. Okay, so U is going to be 21. T is 20. S is 19. H is 8. M is 13. Okay, that's 5. And then L is 12. So 21 minus 20, so 1. 20 minus 18, which is 2. 19 minus 1, which is 18. H minus 8. Oh, it's that makes absolutely 0 sense. 8 minus 7, which is 1. 13 minus 5. Okay, that's 8, right? I can do math, I promise, guys. I went to school. Okay, 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. 12 minus 25. That doesn't... Now, that's the part that I don't understand what's going on. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta take care of something. Okay. Okay, let's try. Let me do... Okay, I feel like I know that this goes together. So, okay. This is so weird. 7, 8. I feel like this is so wrong. Oh, no, that's right. Guys, I know it. I did the math. I figured it out. Okay, everybody. There is Father Abraham and many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham, and I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. Abraham. in actual heck is going on? Okay. This isn't okay to me. Just so everyone knows. This isn't okay. Okay, so we've got like this 180-degree, which is in that book that we were reading. This isn't okay. This puzzle doesn't look okay to me. This is... Wait, what does this have to do with everything?
That doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay. Wait. Go back. Okay. This is my nightmare. Being stuck in this room. Okay, so I feel like we got it where we've got these together. Also, we could try and go up there somehow. Why can't I just jump over there? I feel like it's not that hard. Come on. No. I really am afraid to hear that I have to go back in order to go forward. Why can't I get on this platform? I feel like that would just make so much more sense. Yay, kids are in bed, and I'm in my absolute worst nightmare! Okay, I got something new, guys. I kind of want to save at this point. This is terrifying, guys. There are some nightmares that you can have where it's like literally like you're stuck in this one specific location and you can't get anywhere else. That to me is legitimately terrifying. Okay. So that leads me back. And this still looks the same. Okay, and this is... Am I just stuck in this forever? Am I stuck in this mess forever? And this is supposed to be solvable? Okay. 180 degrees. That isn't like... Well, yeah, I know it's solvable. Just mad about it. I feel like I'm stuck. Ultimate power move. It's not solvable. Okay, so... we need the stairs, the platform, to be there. And there's a third layer that's what, up there? Is this... Wait, hold on. No. It needs to be lined up there. Can I go back? Yes, I want to go back. Guys, I am so hungry. Okay. I mostly am just looking at, like, what differences I'm making when I press this one. So this can get me to this button, which changes all of that stuff. That leads me to this. that leads me back to this piece. This one. Okay. This one right here. What does this do? Leads me to this one. Which can then lead me all the way up here, but I get stuck up here. And then I don't know what to do. You think I'm smarter than a 5th grader, but no 5th grader can solve this. No adult can solve this. Just kidding. I think what it's like kind of trying to get you to do is that I think about, okay, so I kind of want to go back, but I don't know how to go back besides, oh, whoops, doing this. Oh, whoops, one more. Okay, so we can get here, right? And then eventually, if we do this right, we can go all the way back. Because then you can do this number, but okay, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna try this. Guys, I don't know. Nobody can solve this. Okay, this tells me how to do it, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna try and not, like, listen, I'm gonna start over. Like, I'm gonna go from the beginning, and I am going to just take it one step at a time. Okay, so this is new, I think. Okay, that didn't make sense. Okay, but I've seen this before. I've lived this nightmare before. feel like I'm sort of understanding. I see the thing with the 3 levers, and I really want to go after those 3 levers in the hopes that that will be it. But okay, let's try this. Let's try this. But I can't, because the biggest thing is that we need to somehow get back to the... I somehow need to get up there. And how do I get up there? Again, I really just want to go after these 3 levers. I'm working my garden and a giant quarter-sized spider just fell from one of my pepper plant leaves, and I can't move the plant to anything to new place, but I don't like spiders all that much, especially not in my house. I don't blame you. Yeah, no, this is done. I really did try. I really am just hungry and want to go. I just want to go. I just want. Okay, pull switch once. Move to the next switch. Pull switch once. Move forward to the next 2 stitches. Guys, I feel like I did that. Pull the left switch twice. Yes, we've seen that. Pull right switch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yes. We're going down to this switch. Pull it twice. 1, 2. Turn around and move forward to switch. Pull switch 3 times. Okay. I was pretty sure I tried this. Turn around. And move forward to switch. And pull it. Oh, don't get... Robert Sprite is not going good. It's not going good. I have a new background, but this puzzle just makes me question everything about this game. I loved everything about this game, and then this puzzle came to be. And I have tried, I don't even know how long I have been trying, but all I know is that I'm really, really hungry and I want to finish this game. And then this thing came up and it basically just pull the right switch 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2. Move forward. Yes, to the one above. Pull it once. This is what I've been trying to do for my entire life, is get to these switches. I am a knitter, because I can't say switch, I say stitch. Okay. Oh my gosh. This... Okay. We did it, guys. Everything is okay. Okay, this is it. I think it's Stacy. Oh my gosh. I know. I did it by myself without any help. I did not do it all by myself without any help. I was reading a thing. I know, I'll fix Nightbot later. Oh my gosh. Oh my heavens. Everything is shaking. I don't want to read. My work is complete. Okay, I don't want to read. I just want to... Whoa. Another nightmare. Something about pulling a lamp. Wait, I want to look at this again. It, like, pull the lamp down on the left end. I'm so hungry. I don't even care anymore. No, not another puzzle.
For this.
I don't want another puzzle. Okay, key. Everybody, look for the key. Oh my lord. Wow.
There's no going back now.
Wow. Look who we found.
Terrence? Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
Are you real?
I'm Penelope. I'm gonna get you out of here, okay?
Do you have any food?
I'm really
no,
sorry.
but I really wish I
don't.
had. And if I did, I wouldn't give it to you, Terrence, because I'm so hungry. I don't care.
Is Gerald...
He's okay. Not good, though. I keep checking his breathing and pulse, so I know he's alive.
Have you eaten at all?
We've gotten a little food a few times, but not enough. When it rains, the fountain over there fills up.
That's nice.
Terrence, can you tell me how you ended up here?
I was walking by some cliffs, and I saw someone climbing up from the side of the cliff. It was really weird. Before
Was
I
it
got a
really?
good look at them, all of a sudden they knocked me over, and I don't remember anything else. After that, I woke up in here. There was blood in my hair, so I must have hit my head really hard.
mean, I feel like this is unnecessary. I mean, people like climb cliffs and go down cliffs all the time to just check things out. I think one, it's like not that weird, and two, I feel like it was completely unnecessary to knock this kid out and kidnap him just because he like saw them by the cliffs. Like the cliffs, it's really not that.
Was
I
there
don't
a
know.
third person in here with you?
Yeah, a lady. I don't know where she went. She was here yesterday.
Maybe she found a way out.
Well, I don't think she'd leave us behind. Maybe she did, though. All she would do every day was walk around the room, looking at the walls.
Oh, more puzzles, I'm
Please
sure.
think about this as hard as you can. Can you remember anything about the person who did this to you? Speak of the devil. Why are you here? Wasn't your plan to leave your captives to die? I know everything, Evelyn. I know you kidnapped innocent people and brought them here to rot to save yourself. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I'm here to help.
Uh-huh. But just a few days ago, weren't they already dead? Did you come down here to pay respects?
I'm not a strong person. I know I should have looked for them sooner, but I was scared. Scared of this place, the memories, and scared of what I would find. But you know what I was even more afraid of? The guilt of knowing that I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I didn't
Well,
think
that's
it was
great.
Eleanor.
But it doesn't explain why you were trying so hard to keep me from finding the shelter. Wait, did you try to kill me by locking me in that closet?
It wasn't locked. I wasn't trying to kill you. All I wanted was to scare you enough to send you home.
Oh, just ask my paperclip. It'll tell you. Even if the door had an auto lock, it doesn't excuse what you did. You knew Gerald and the woman were on the cusp of finding the shelter and exposing your secret. So, why not snuff them out quietly? Oh, just admit it. You didn't want me or them to find out that you had killed your own brother.
I begged him not to come down here, but he wouldn't listen. I told him over and over that it wasn't safe. Cracks in the walls, cave-ins, but when his mind was made up, nothing could stop him. I said if he went down alone. So, he went. Alone. And he was gone for far too long. I went to look for him, and if I only tried harder to stop him, he'd still be alive. So, yes, I killed Scott that day. But I did not kidnap these people. It took me until today to decide to do the right thing. To give up the act, to save them, and risk going to jail if the truth gets out.
I think it's Stacy.
But I did it.
You didn't murder Scott to inherit the Scardovi home?
Murder? What are you talking about? My parents had already promised me the house because Scott had moved to NYC.
What?
Excuse me? My dad's name was Scott Scardovi.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Scott Scardovi was my dad's name. He disappeared before I was born. I never even met him. My mom told me they met in New York, and after she became pregnant with me, they bought a house in Carlisle. A few days before my mom was going to fly to Connecticut to move in, my dad had a business trip.
In Boston.
And my mom never saw him again.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. Your dad was a software developer, brown hair, brown eyes, liked football.
Yeah, and he was scared of roller coasters.
That's him. I can't believe this. I have a nephew and a sister-in-law?
Oh, this is so dumb. Can we
That
just get to the
idiot.
point?
He had a whole family and he never even told me.
My dad had convinced my mom that they should move to Carlisle because it was a nice town. And he said to her that there were some people he wanted her to meet.
Listen, I get that this is a nice
Some
reunion and
people
all,
I
but
want you to
like
meet.
on the brink
Now
of
I
death
remember.
here, can we go?
He said that exact same thing to me too. When he stopped here to visit on his way to Boston, I remember he was hamming up some big surprise, but
Yeah.
in classic Scott fashion, refused to elaborate.
What was he hoping to find in the tunnels?
Well, Scott, if you're watching us right now, I hope you get a kick out of your big surprise.
Oh my
Only
gosh, this is so
15
dumb.
years
We
in the
need to go,
making.
people. Can we catch up later after we're... Yeah, seriously. All this wasted time, we're all gonna die.
Sorry to be the one to cut this family reunion short, but we need to get out of here, like, now.
Okay, he's an
Yes,
adrenaline junkie,
let's.
but he
This
doesn't like
way.
roller coasters. So, I don't know. I don't know if he's an adrenaline junkie. You think an adrenaline junkie would also like roller coasters? He just stepped over that man. He could have stepped right on him. I do like this cutscene. It's nice. Got some movement. Try to be part of the characters. Abandoned shelter junkie.
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
Darn it.
Mitchell?
You.
How'd you...
So, Penelope, how have you liked playing the hero? For a while I wanted to stop you, but then I thought, why not let you fight them? It'd be another corpse for my collection.
I don't understand. You did this?
But why?
For you, Evelyn. Happy 20th anniversary. Don't you think it's a deserving gift? There was purification and punishment. Not forgive us for our sins, but smite us for our iniquities should be the prayer of a man to a most just God. It's simple, really. You took my arm and my life from me, so now I take your life from you. Balance is restored to the universe.
Your arm was not my fault, and you know it! You were obsessed with coming down here. Let's have a picnic in the Alhambra. Let's listen to records in the study. And I told you how many times to be careful? I didn't make you lose your arm. Stupidity did.
Take responsibility for something once in your life. How about this? After you mangle my arm, you break off our engagement. Because I'm no fun anymore. I'm just so sad all the time. What a bummer. I've been alone all my life. But I never felt lonelier than when you left me to deal with my injuries without you.
Yeah, that's kind of.
So you kidnap innocent people and trap them down here?
Yeah.
Maybe I left you because you were clearly a psychopath. Don't try to project your own victimhood onto my decisions.
Both made some bad decisions.
Isn't this the
people.
perfect punishment? I'm pretty proud of coming up with it. Tip off the police with the same story that I told Penelope. That you would do anything to keep Scott's murder a secret. And Gerald and the others were getting too close. You act like it's not, but your name is all over this place. All you would need is to be a half-wit detective to find the connection.
Both of them were bad.
On top of that, I have my own evidence to link you to the shelter and therefore the kidnappings. Beautiful. My plan is a work of art.
Even less so
You
Evelyn, though.
destroy
He's
these
like
people
doing
just so
actual
you can
evil
get
things.
revenge?
Evelyn's just not being a good, like, partner or friend. Like, she's not being very considerate of others. He's downright literally putting people in danger just to get back at her because she left him. And the arm. Which wasn't his fault. Which wasn't her fault. So, I don't know. They both made huge mistakes, but I think he's made the biggest mistakes. Okay, but she even admitted that she didn't try to kill Penelope. She didn't know that the door would lock. She wanted to just scare her to going away so that she wouldn't get hurt. so that she wouldn't keep poking around. So.
Terrence didn't know anything about the shelter and you attack him?
That was the wrong place at the wrong time kind of deal. I couldn't risk him getting a good look at me and blabbing. Any attention would have been too much attention.
But Gerald has been so generous to you. How can you do this to him?
I feel like the
I feel a
ring
little
is
bad.
a little personal
Sorry,
though,
Gerald.
so
My hands
I
were
can see
tied.
why maybe she
It
would
had to
lie
be
about
him.
that.
And that woman. If it were anyone else, I'd risk those two finding my hostages
He
before
has
my
a lot
plan
of
was
bad
complete.
memories tied.
I knew I was right about you. You lying, manipulative,
And
inhuman.
there you go, off on one of your tangents again. Is that how you described me to your rebound boyfriend? No surprise he divorced you, you piece of...
Mitchell, if you don't let us through, you'll die down here with the rest of us.
The building falling down kind of put a wrench in my plans. So it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah, no. What do I do? Okay, so, obviously, I don't know. I feel like the ring is such a silly thing. I think people lie about a lot of different things, and the ring is such a trivial thing that had nothing to do with the mystery, so I don't even think it's a bad thing that she lied about something like that. Not that I condone lying, I'm just saying that, like...
Mitchell, if you don't let us through,
I don't
you'll
think
die
it's
down
enough
here with the
for
rest
me
of
to
us.
be like, yeah, she's a bad person.
The building
'cause
falling
she
down
lied
kind of
about
put a
this
wrench in
one
my
thing.
plans. So it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I don't know what it is. Hammer? Let's hammer him down. A magnet for his arm? So, I don't know, get like loose. Spray water on him.
Mitchell, if you don't let us through, you'll die down here with the rest of us.
The building falling down kind of put a wrench in my plans. So it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Bad man! I was right!
You're not walking out on me this time!
What
Ruby.
the...
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on anymore, there's so much.
Penelope, come on.
I know this
Let's be
sounds
nice.
crazy, but we can't leave him.
Yes, we can.
If we leave him, we're no better than he is.
You didn't save him?
I was never happier to see the sun than that day, as we dragged
Oh,
ourselves out of
finally.
that dusty shaft and into the light. But before both of my feet had even passed through the manhole, what felt like an earthquake erupted. I clung to the asphalt for dear life, as only 50 feet away, we watched the parking lot begin to get sucked into the earth. The sinkhole didn't stop expanding until Mayor Jonathan Carlisle himself had been completely consumed. Luckily, we were left unscathed.
Yeah, luckily.
Like a TV show trope, we let out a collective sigh of relief when we saw help had arrived. Gerald, still unconscious, was loaded into an ambulance and rushed to the nearest hospital, while paramedics attended to Ruby and Terrence. Despite the whole ordeal, the most Evelyn and I needed was a little antiseptic and a few band-aids. The police showed up shortly after.
Oh my gosh.
I was not mentally prepared for the sheer amount of enthusiasm to greet me. The cheering and clapping and handshaking made for a pretty amazing entrance. It was like I had just saved someone's life or something. Oh, wait, I guess I did do that. The second order of operations was to cuff Mitchell and haul him off to the station. He didn't try to fight it. His eyes were despondent and empty as he slid into the back seat of the cop car. He knew it was over. He had been so certain that his life couldn't get any worse. But I think it was at that moment he realized he had been so wrong. Eileen was ecstatic to see her son again, and Terrence his mom. After a series of hugs, I missed yous, and I was so worried about yous, Terrence proceeded to explain in record time about Evelyn and who she was. He didn't pause to breathe until the story was finished. And after a long moment of shock, Eileen knew that she had found a piece of her beloved husband that day. After a week in the hospital, Gerald was on the road to full recovery and was back in the shop before anyone could say, "You just suffered major trauma, please rest." Nonetheless, his regulars were thrilled he was all right and Novel Books was back open. And they also appreciated that there was now an extra open chair to fight over. While it's unlikely that this is the kind of adventure that Gerald had in mind when he started his search, I'm sure he'll make the most of the stories to tell for years to come. Fulfilling her mother's legacy was like lifting an anchor off of Jane's, or should I say Ruby's, shoulders. She was no longer bound by her own perseverance. Her search was complete. After coming to terms with everything that had happened, Ruby, in her newfound confidence, picked up a job as a professor of American history at North Oakford University. Go, Redbuds! After years of books,
Redbuds?
notes, endless
I feel like
searching,
there could be a better
frustration, and sitting alone at breakfast every morning, it was finally time for Ruby to go and live life as it should be. Speaking of North Oakford University, a few months later, Stacy graduated her master's with flying colors. Her senior thesis on aesthetically pleasing solutions for constructions on difficult soil was lauded by teachers and peers alike. She was snatched up into the industry immediately after graduation. And every day she dons that business casual attire and walks through those office doors, she walks further and further away from her past.
Oh,
Best of
because
all,
you decided to
her
tell
new
the cops
condo
on her.
is up to code and gives her much less to complain about. Colin succeeded in cutting the negativity out of his life and is taking normalcy in stride. While this means he's slowed his pace a bit, I think it's helping him to appreciate the little things. After some sound advice from his new therapist, Colin decided that painting would be better off as a hobby than a career. With the stress of critics a thing from the past, Colin has been able to focus on and grow a successful little art collection business. Bold Depictions is now the Carlisle Museum of Art, and is proud to host an original Escher, among other fine works. And since he can afford an employee or two, he'll never have to be the one to give a tour, ever again. Despite her apprehension, Evelyn knew that Eileen needed to hear Scott's full story. Eileen
It's
was
true.
somber as she listened, but much to the relief of Evelyn, was not upset. Eileen commiserated over the accident with Evelyn, and they processed the loss they both shared. Eileen had no interest in bringing this to the attention of the police. What's done is done. With the shelter reduced to a pile of rubble, Evelyn was freed of her burden. The horrible place was gone for good, and her secrets and memories were buried with it. After
is
being
a long
contacted
closing.
by none other than John Branham, she agreed to help create a documentary about Escher, Hendrick, and the amazing feat that the shelter once was.
Oh.
The proceeds of this film were enough for Evelyn to found the Vandenberg Project, a charitable organization established to provide assistance to families who have lost a loved one to war. And to top it off, the Scardovi family, in its own way, is whole again. Carlisle is back to being peaceful and uneventful, although it may not end up as sleepy as it used to be. Now that it's on the map, tourists might realize just how tasty the strawberries are every summer. As for me, I'm home in my own bed at last, No crumbling ceilings, no unwanted nightly visitors, and no eyes watching me sleep. The most dire mystery for me to solve being what's for dinner. Definitely not pizza. Never pizza. Once I slide this new manuscript in the mailbox, I can finally sit back, prop up my feet somewhere structurally sound, and relax. Have a bath. Put on some nature sounds. Or maybe leave it quiet. Just in case the phone rings.
I agree. Needed more pizza options. I'm just reading it. What do I think? So, I feel like there's so many positive things, and yet how do I put this? So, well, there's a lot of playtesters. I love that it's a mystery. I love that it feels like Nancy. Here's the thing though. This is I know this is like picky and all. It's hard. Oh man. Wow. Okay, so we'll quickly go over my thoughts. Here are my thoughts. So I love that it feels like Nancy. I love that it has so many good memories. I feel like, and it was a great mystery. It's great casting. The music was great. The visuals were great. There's so many wonderful things about this. The puzzles were hard. A lot of them were like really, really hard. Like the last one was really, really hard. But here's the thing. It's hard because sometimes I feel like while I enjoy Nancy and I can enjoy an indie developer who's like inspired by Nancy and is obviously going for the Nancy Drew style, there's still so many things that happened in the game that was so on the nose towards Nancy Drew that it felt weird and awkward and kind of, I don't know, it just didn't feel good. Like I'm all for it if you want to make a game that's like Nancy Drew and do that. I think that's great, but I also am kind of like, you know, like how do I put this? Like it's just kind of like try and separate yourself a little bit more. A little bit more from Nancy Drew. Because while we know your inspiration and we know the fan base that you are trying to attract, and I loved everything about the game. Everything. I would love to see just more carefulness in terms of like making sure you separate yourself a little bit more from Nancy Drew so that it's not so, I don't know, just kind of like, yeah, Nancy, yeah, team, we can, you're not going to give us the games we like anymore. We're going to make our own. And I get it. You can make your own game. You're free and to do that. It just feels a little uncomfortable. Like, go ahead and make your own, especially inspired Nancy Drew. Like, there's a lot of shows that are like very similar to each other, but it doesn't mean that we need to be so down to the point that we have almost like almost word for word here. Like the opening, we've got the letter and the letter at the letter in the beginning, the letter at the end. We've got references, actual references, just a lot of there's a lot of moments that was just like, this obviously was a direct inspiration from Nancy Drew that was maybe twisted a little bit to own format, but I don't know. Again, I think it's just too on the nose for me. I doesn't mean I hate the game. I love the game, and I might play it again someday. But I really do think that if indie developers really want to keep being inspired by Nancy, try to literally clear your mind of Nancy and and kind of like clear out those cobwebs and not be stuck um in that, because I feel like, I don't know. I know I'm just rambling at this point and it's hard to put my words together, and maybe I can find a better time to put my words together on this, but it still just feels awkward to be like, yeah, our Nancy Drew games are done. These indie developers are doing it, but they're also putting things way too on the nose for it. And that to me is just kind of like not super unique, and just kind of like, I don't know. I know that a lot of people are upset about the direction that Her Interactive has taken. Um and it's hard to say what's going to be the future. I do think we need to grow with it. Companies change. And they have to change in order to keep growing. Otherwise, they're gonna dissipate. But um, I get it. I get that we miss it. I get it, but it doesn't mean that we have to like basically, I don't know, just completely snub our noses at them. I know I made a video recently um about the Amelia Darnell trailer, and that's probably the most I feel like what I said in the Amelia Darnell about the Amelia Darnell trailer was probably the most like annoyed I've been about indie developers taking over, because I feel like that has been the worst case of what I've seen. Um but so this one isn't as bad. Like Penelope Pendrick isn't as bad, but it still has a lot of elements that are just like, we're basically just trying to be her interactive. We're just trying to be so close to Nancy Drew, and it's hard. Um yeah. Yeah, if you haven't, you can go check out my comments on it. They just came out with a trailer recently. You can look at it on their YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I did make a video about it because I had a lot to say. I was very honest, and I was a little bit heated making it because it just felt like such a it just felt wrong to see what choices they made. And it felt very like an attack on her interactive. Um, so it just didn't feel right. So why did I choose to spare Stephanie? Oh, you mean Stacy? So when we were talking with Stacy, it kept re-giving me the option to choose, and I literally thought that that was my only option, that if I had clicked on the negative "I'm going to turn you in" thing one more time, I thought that I was gonna have to start over. So I actually just was nice to Stacy, even though I technically would have probably chosen to turn her in. I don't I it's the I don't think that's a hot take. I think a lot of people are with you on that. I'm with you on that. A lot of people who it's hard because a lot of people on the internet, the people that you hear the most are the people that are so angry and are willing to just tear apart her interactive. And I think that I think that a lot of people are fed up, but the people who are fed up have chosen to stop being there and speaking their voices out, and and I don't know. And that's why I chose to make the Emilian Darnell trailer reaction. And some of you who haven't watched it yet, you'll understand when you watch it. And watch my video reaction. I think you'll understand why it's so upsetting that the main choice that they made. And yeah, it's I'm sure you'll understand if you watch that. I'm not going to get into it too much on this point. You're getting ideas for your own mystery series. That's wonderful, Amy. It's Lucretia, what you said about that, the irony. Yes. The irony is what I talked about in my video for a brief moment, but I talked about the irony of it. Um so anyways, oh, that was a good game. I do like it. I do like it. I think there was a lot of great things about it, and maybe I'll have a comprehensive reaction to it later. But thank you guys for coming. I'm so excited. It is so late, and I am still hungry. So, you guys have a pleasant evening, and I will see you next week, Tuesday, and I will try and post what next week, Tuesday, I will start playing. It will still be a puzzle-related type game. So, I know a lot of people like to make them like mysteries. I am gonna just call it Puzzle Tuesdays because I want to branch out of just Nancy Drew. We'll be doing other puzzle related games in the future. So I will see what next week will be. I'll think about it. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a pleasant evening.